2011, I had a perfect storm, and it culminated in 2011 when the economic downturn occurred. I had put a lot of money, all my money, in a home, and I did not have a dangerous ratio when I closed. But the market went down, and I ended up losing my job. My position was eliminated while the market was down, and I had nobody to sort out what to do. I'd never imagined that I couldn't just cash out and keep it moving. So I ended up, as that was coming to an end, I got in a car accident. So I had a perfect storm, and long story short, my home, I could not afford it. I ended up losing my home. But before doing that, I pulled down all my retirement, everything, because I was trying to be responsible, and I just didn't think it was not going to end well. So roll the clock forward. And for me, it was just these last 12, 13 years of being very persistent and disciplined and learning how to do some things differently. Mm-hmm. And I've been so like paying down the house, being responsible, and I'm single. And I was telling myself that, I've got to get this thing figured out and get ready for retirement. And in the fall, in August, I had come back from a vacation, and my sister had a dog for me, and I've been wanting a dog for years. And I even sent the picture out, had the dog named Eleanor Atke Harris was my dog, because I had just come back from Jamaica. And when I did, I was like wanting it really bad. And I started thinking, well, I just decided I was going to pay off my house in 2025. I'd done the numbers, and I got to get it paid off. And I recognized that when I did the numbers, that I was living an either or life. That I could either have a dog, which was very reasonable for my income, for my lifestyle, very good choice for me. But I felt I couldn't do that and pay off my home and get ready for retirement. And I ended up saying no to the dog. I've been saying no to dogs for years, but it was the first time that I registered. The only reason I said no was money. And it wasn't even a lot of money. It literally wasn't a lot of money, but it helped me to realize how concerned I am about money.
Wow.
And this to me created just that tipping point for me that I was going to solve that. So when I was approached by my friend Deirdre, it wasn't that big of a deal. I had very little goals, but at the time she offered this to me. I knew I was having trouble growing my money. Mm-hmm. I was saving, but it wasn't growing. And she mentioned the experts, and I knew I could use help growing and getting ready for retirement. But that was the home business part. I knew I was paying a lot of taxes, and I knew if nothing else, I could save on my taxes. And that was really just wanting help, wanting not to go through this by myself, and knowing it was now mission critical because I'm 10 years away from needing to be ready for retirement. So those were just little bitty things, but in sequence, they brought me here. And I'm just so grateful for what has been happening in me and for people that I love.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, for sharing and just for your transparency. Ladies, I told you we are having some real girl talk on this evening. So ladies, we all have experts in every area of our lives. Think about it. When we need our vehicles repaired, we go to a mechanic, right?
Right.
And when we're not feeling well, typically we go and see a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Right.
When we need our hair snatched, we go to a hairstylist, right?
Absolutely.
So, okay. When we need financial strategies and advice, it just makes sense to go to a financial expert. Yes or yes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So, ladies, that's what we're talking about on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
A team of financial experts for you to help you with strategies to move the needle on your financial trajectory. And that is what Make Wealth Real has done. This company, ladies, lean in and change the game.
Absolutely.
As I said, I'm a controller. I've been in the financial industry almost 30 years, and I have never seen a company. Yeah, I started when I was 9, girl. I have never seen a company combine all of the components and the ingredients. It's like baking a cake, ladies.
Right.
If you miss one ingredient, the cake is not going to come out right.
Absolutely.
So Make Wealth Real has made the cake with a team of financial experts to help you reduce your taxes, eliminate debt, increase your credit score, lower your monthly bills. Because when those three things go down, expenses, your debt goes down, and your taxes go down, what happens? Your net income, your cash flow goes what? Up.
Yes.
Your credit score
Absolutely.
goes up. You know, everything else goes down. Your interest
Right.
rates and other things that are taking money away from your home. And so that is what Make Wealth Will has done. They have created this package, this exclusive membership for just $149 a month. Now, ladies, stay with me, because y'all know $149 a month, we pay more for that, may pay more than that for our hair,
Absolutely.
our nails, shoes,
Purses.
right?
Yep.
Purses.
Yes.
So how many ladies watching
Glasses.
glasses?
Yes.
Say that, okay? How many ladies watching live tonight could use an extra 3, 4, or 5 figures a month? Shift it back into your household. Just think about it. What types of things would you be able to do with that sort of increase in your income? And ladies, with everything that MWR, Make Wealth Real, has been able to do, why do you think people are so skeptical when it comes to money? Ebony, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm gonna say, like kind of piggybacking off of Sonia, like she lost $250,000. So I want to say some people have probably lost too, and they're afraid to lose again. Me, I've lost money too, but that's not stopping me because I still want more. You know, I'm still gonna go out there and look for something that's gonna give me what I need. And that's where a lot of people, they just stop. They don't keep going. So them quitting just leave them in that same position that they're in, and they would never move out that position. Or some people, they're just content at living where they at. So me, again, I want more for myself. I want more for my kids. I want it all. So
So
yeah.
fear,
Yep.
right? Fear.
Absolutely.
False evidence appearing real. That's why you got to have some facts and some strategies, like those statistics that we heard earlier that we were talking about, right? Absolutely phenomenal. So, ladies, I see so many couples, and you know, whether it's husbands and wives or girlfriend and boyfriend, that do not support each other when it comes to finances. Why do y'all think it's important for you to be on the same page with your significant other as it relates to money? Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just answer this one. I think it's important for one that couples be on one accord. You know, that's what God has commanded us. You know, we put God first, and you know, it's like that 3-stranded cord. So it is important. However, let me say this, even if your spouse does not support you on this, it's important that because, you know, as the Bible say, you know, you can change someone's world without even saying anything, your actions, right? So I just believe that if you know that this is what you want to do, I don't want to say go against your spouse, but I would say, you know, like prove them wrong. You know, maybe say, okay, babe, you know what? I'ma just do it, and you just sit there and just watch the overflow come in, you know. But again, it's our mindset here, you know, as Rhonda was talking about earlier, it's our mindset, because at the end of the day, when that susu was going around, everybody and their mother was putting in money, whether it was $500, $1,000, even $2,000. Everyone was coming up with that amount, putting it in, hoping and praying and wishing that it will double or triple. So that tells me that everyone wants that microwave generation blessing, meaning you want it now, you want it right now, right? No one really wants to do the work. However, they'll go and work twice as hard on that job, or even get a second and third job because of our mentality. That's the problem. Once you change this, it'll change your whole world. Once you around mentors like the Brian Beans, the
Right.
Charles Ivory, the
Absolutely.
Christy Howards, once you around other multi-millionaires, you can't help but to change for real. So I would say set yourself up, read, watch the videos, be around the people that have more than you, change that mindset, because you know what? People come in this business, but you can't come in this business expecting money just like this, because it's not a get rich scheme. It's about building wealth, right? One digit at a time. So
Mhm.
it takes time, just like go on that job. You working 40 hours before you get paid, maybe 80 hours.
Yep.
So you're not going to get that money right then and there. So I would just tell anyone that's listening, change your mindset, get around people that know more than you. Stop asking your broke uncle, sister, and brother about what MWR is, because they don't know. They don't. I'm sorry, but they don't know.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, you ladies are spilling the tea. And, as you were talking about couples being on the same page, finances is one of the number one causes of divorce.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
And so if you get finance out of the way, you can
That's
move
half the
forward.
battle.
That's half the battle, right? And so education is critical. And Make Wealth Real, ladies, this Multiply Our Money, it is a movement. If you can't
Right.
tell, this is a community of
Mhm.
like-minded women,
Yes.
and not just women. There's all people from all backgrounds,
Right.
all professions, all states, even the U.S. territories. We got people from the Virgin Islands. Like, we
Right.
have a movement, and we are committed to educating and sharing, because so often we don't share information, right?
Mhm.
And so
No.
this is some amazing, life-changing financial information
Mhm.
that can set you up for the rest of your life. And not just you, but instead of leaving a legacy of debt, you can leave a legacy of wealth. And so, ladies,
Yes.
this is so good. I'm telling you, we are almost out of time, but I want to get this last one in for my dynamic panelists. Y'all have just been spilling the tea. So, what was the moment that you knew things were turning around for you financially?
Well, I will share for me in this process. When I got started, I was trying to do a lot on my own. When things changed for me, it was a sequence of things, but it came down to trusting others.
Right.
And recognizing that their heart was aligned with mine, and that allowing myself to get to know others in the community. And I listened to a lot of material. I listened to the Money Talk video one night from a recording of Brian Bean. And I had actually been having an issue. I was like, why is this man so generous? Because it just felt like something's wrong. And that's how jaded we are after years of everybody having some side thing. I was watching how he was giving in the community, and I didn't understand it. It was that unfamiliar. And I heard that recording, and I was like, oh, this is really, he's a contributor to others. He's generously giving. Then I started testing other things. I accidentally got myself invited to an investment club, and I didn't even know anything hardly. And everybody had meetings, and all of the leaders showed up for me.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia Brame showed up,
Community.
Deirdre, and Brian Bean. They all moved their stuff around and popped in to come. And it was like, wow, I was just getting started. And so it was thing after thing. I won't tell you everything they did, but I started really looking and facing my fears about, could I bring my family and friends into this? What kind of people
Mhm.
are here? And recently, it was just another example. And I'm not going to remember the gentleman's name, but he works with Charles Ivory, and he was opening up Virgin Islands. I just can't think of his name.
Again,
But
community.
I
That's
reached
what
out
I'm
to
hearing.
him, and
Community.
he was like, "Are you
Right.
a part of EDM?" And I said, "Yes." And he was like, "That's all that matters.
This
If
is a
there's
community, y'all.
ever someone that I can help for you, that I would." And I'm watching it happen, and they have shown up. Gerald Parker showed up with me just recently, and it was a lot of work that he did with me. So
Awesome.
I just think it's people, and knowing that I am a community-minded person. I love being a contributor. And over the years, sometimes you end up in situations where you're the giver and everyone else is the taker. This was an organization where people were way beyond me, which meant I wasn't the smartest person in the room, and they were generously pulling me forward. And I trusted that I'm teachable and that I would win with this group.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rhonda. So in 30 seconds or less, ladies, because we are almost out of time here. Sonia and Ebony, in that order, tell me, what was the moment you knew things were turning around?
Well,
For me, Tia, it was the integrity. The integrity of the company says it all. And that's what I love about MWR, is that whatever was said, the action behind it was also done. And so I love the integrity of not only MWR, but Mr. Brian Bean. Oh my goodness. The love, the consistency that he has for us and have
Yes.
shown it. So as a leader, he leads from the front, seriously. You know, and so that's what I love, is that I truly have a leader to look up to, as well as all the other leaders, you know, that are within the company. So that in itself for me says it all, because at the end of the day, Brian loves us. He loves each and every one of us, and he wants everyone to succeed. And that's what I love, that I can bring anyone in the company and he's across the board the same, you know?
Yes.
So
Absolutely. I hope you guys who are watching are getting this. This is a community. We help each other. We support each other. We equip each other with knowledge, tools, and resources through the MWR platform of financial experts to help us get to where we are trying to achieve in our financial goals. So, ladies, this has been an amazing time of sharing and girl talk. We are out of time, but listen, ladies, if y'all are watching live, guess what? Y'all can come back right here tomorrow night and hear more girl talk, because we're going to be here with you all the way through Thursday night. The Mom Multiply Our Money continues right here tonight, tomorrow night at 8:25 p.m. Eastern, 7:25 p.m. Central. So come back, bring a girlfriend. I want to thank my amazing panelists for being here and chatting with us on tonight. So I leave you with this, ladies. What is stopping you from pursuing that dream or passion? And if you have been asking for a solution, praying for a solution, hoping for a solution, Make Wealth Real is that solution.
Agree.
You have heard the documentation, the conversation. Get on board. Come on with us on this movement. And there is a training that's happening tonight. We talked about our fearless leader, and there's training right here tonight at 9:25 p.m. for those who are part of the movement. So if you're not a part of the movement, get back in touch with the person who invited you tonight so you can get in on wisdom and knowledge that's going to be dropped on tonight from the founder, Mr. Brian Bean, an amazing mentor, speaker, well thought out teacher, will be training on this evening. Well, ladies, I hope y'all have an amazing night. And don't forget to come back tomorrow, because we're going to have some more girl talk. Ladies, have an amazing night. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back here for the Mom Movement on tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.